Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. We're going into 7.3.5. This is the third path that I took. It has technical suppression, grudge, aggression regen, and picture of health. So everybody knows what aggression regen is. You don't hit them, they're going to regen a bunch. Picture of health, they're immune to regen rate modification. So basically you can't reverse the healing. And technical suppression is where if you are a tech attacker and you throw a special attack, you're going to heal block them. And if you basically do that, or they're already heal blocked for natural abilities, and you throw another special, you're going to gain a fury instead of trying to like reapply a heal block. And then there's the grudge node, where you basically get 100% doubled combat power rate while they're heal blocked, and then if that heal block expires, then they'll gain a passive debuff immunity. So basically you want to keep the heal blocks up, spam some specials, and just be aware of that and block the regen and tear them up. So this is the team that I went in with: Hulkbuster, DocOc, Warlock, Guillotine, and then Mr. Fantastic. And pretty much Mr. Fantastic is only on the team simply because I have DocOc, and that's going to allow power stings for up to 3 times. If I put a debuff on the opponent, whether it's a stun, whatever it is, shock, degen, whatever, it's going to apply a permanent power sting. So that's going to help the fight go along much faster. Just because if they throw a special, they're going to take damage. So first up, we're going to go in with Warlock. So I had recently awakened this guy. I do have a rank 5 Warlock who would work just as fine here. But I have a rank 3 now, so I'm bringing him in. He's only 620. But the nice thing is with the infection, it's going to block any healing, and then it's also going to power drain them, which is really nice. So it's going to control Jubilee's power very well. Here you can see I have those 3 power sting debuffs or passives on from putting debuffs on her. And if you're ever in a bind with Warlock, you can just kind of back off with the infection up, and it's going to power drain them, and then you can kind of go back at it. So Warlock is really solid for this line in general. There you can see she took some power sting damage on that special. Let's see, she's going to throw it again. Let's see if we can't see how much damage she's going to take from throwing with the 3 power stings on her. Get clipped. Let's see if she's draining. Went in too early on that heavy. Maybe I'm not going to get another special off. There we go. Countered the heavy appropriately that time. Alright, let's see if she throws off a special here. No special. I'm going to rewind and see how much it was. Yeah, it was 8,800, so that's not bad. 8,800 per special when they throw it. It's a decent chunk of extra damage to have, since I didn't really need another slot on the team to take out anybody. So Mr. Fantastic is a good option to throw if you're bringing in, DocOc. And here I'm gonna bring in DocOc. DocOc can heal block. So if the regeneration gets too out of hand, he can block that. Now the one thing with him is when he removes that armor, the heal block, he does go immune to all debuffs. So this one didn't play out as well as I would have hoped, but we do end up taking Ronin down. It's not a hard fight by any means, and you're gonna see there I got the power locks going. There's a heal block, and now I'm going to special 3 to apply a second one. There we go. He double heal block, but then he I think the first one fell off, and so became immune. So he's gonna regen a bit. Yeah, I mean, DocOc isn't the best for this line. I thought he might be pretty decent. I mean, he does get some good detonation damage with those heavy knockdowns. But when it's a heal block that he's removing, then he gets that debuff immunity, and then you can't parry, you can't get the heal block on, anything like that. So yeah, so there we get both the heal block and the power lock on, mainly from the special. Heal block falls off, debuff immunity comes back on. So I have to be a little bit more aggressive just because of the aggression regeneration. You don't want that to get too out of hand. But yeah, when it's the power lock like this and you get him over into the corner and heavy spamming him, you get some pretty solid damage off. And here we're going to throw a special. We're going to double up the power locks. We're going to get the heal block from the node, and then a big detonation, 15,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Some good detonation damage there. And I think he's going to throw a special here. Let's see. 9,000 sting damage. Let's see if I can't detonate that. Nope. The heal block fell off before I could get a parry and heavy that. So you do need to be careful, because if that heal block falls off and they go debuff immune and you're in the middle of a stun, that stun will wear off and they can smack you. So just be aware of that. And to be honest, if I were to do this whole lane again, you know, Warlock probably would see almost every fight, just because it's so easy and quick, and the power control, the regen mitigation. Yeah, he just does a really solid job. So we're almost down, and look, I almost have full health. So you know, DocOc awakened, he can steal some of the healing as well in regen, so it's pretty nice. Next up we have a Mr. Sinister. Warlock would be great for this fight, but I'm going to use Guillotine 2099, who is also just a great counter in general. She doesn't crit, so Mr. Sinister is not going to heal. And this is my fight that I'm going to build up Guillotine 2099, and I'm going to use her on the boss. So you can see it's easy to get the power stings built up from the degens and the stuns, and then when he throws a special, it's going to be a decent extra chunk of damage. We're just going to build up our combo here. We do push him to a special too. Normally, I try to stay away from pushing him to a special 2, just because I don't want the concussion on me and all that kind of stuff. But you can see he's being quite passive, and 5, 6, 7, back to full health, 8 regens. All right, here we go. So we got a power sting, but then immediately got consumed by the regen. So we're just going to try to play aggressive. We need a decent combo before we can really do some really solid damage on this guy. But you can see we're power controlling him. He's getting that sting damage, and as long as we're fairly aggressive, he'll go down. And we just need to end this fight with a special 3 so that we can carry over our 100 combo count towards the next fight, which is going to be the boss. We're going to try out Guillotine 2099 on the cable boss, so that's why I'm using her here. Pretty easy fight to get her built up on. And let's see, he's going to throw a special. He's got 3 of those power stings. Yeah, there goes another special. And that was 16,000 sting damage, so that was pretty nice. Get a little heavy spam in the corner. So yeah, I think from here on out we just hit 100 combo, so we're gonna start getting the energy damage. Need him to throw a special. Boom, another big chunk of power sting, and we're getting the energy damage. We're getting a bunch of degens, which is really, really nice. And we just need to get him down to at least 5%. Probably would kill him being above that, but it's guaranteed at 5% or less. 5% or less or health on the opponent. It's a guaranteed kill, which is really nice, and that will carry over the combo. So we're almost there. Need him to throw his special. There we go. Got about 9k on that with a double power sting. And we got 3 power stings on here. So I do have to be careful that hopefully he doesn't end up throwing a special that stings him to death. And here we do hit him with 6% health. But this is plenty of damage to kill him. And we're gonna move on to the next fight with Guillotine all charged up for the boss, which is nice. I think the next fight we're gonna use Hulkbuster. I think it's a Rhino. No, not invisible one. Let's see if we go up, jump the portal. I think it's Rhino. Yeah, Rhino's next. For this one, I'm bringing Hulkbuster. So again, if you're throwing specials, they get heal blocked. If the heal block falls off, then they go debuff immune. So we're just gonna try to play nice and tight and close to this guy. Hit him with some heavies every once in a while to get those shocks going. You know, the parries and the shocks are gonna apply those power stings. So there was just 1 power sting and it was like 2k damage, which isn't a ton. But here we get a shock, and we get another shock, and another shock. And if he would have backed up, if he backs up, yeah, there we go, backed him up, got the power drain, and then I went for a heavy, but I was too far away to where it was unstoppable, and that didn't land, which was kind of unfortunate. But here we got, I think we're going to take a little bit of damage here and there because he ends up getting me with unstoppables and unblockables. So there I got kind of lucky that heal block fell off and he went debuff immune, and luckily I didn't get smacked in the face, but really just got to be conscious of that. With Warlock, you really don't need to be, because the infection just blocks it altogether, and it's not treated as a heal block, I don't think. For the node where he goes debuff immune, maybe if you let the infection wear off, maybe he'd go debuff immune. Not certain on that, but yeah, we're going to town with Hulkbuster. He is very, very fun to play, and yeah, so boom, we got like 9k on that power sting damage from the tech DocOc Mr. Fantastic synergy. We want him to throw another special. He's not having it. All right, he's blocking. We should have thrown. Here we go. We're gonna throw a special into the block. It breaks the block, gives him a heal block, steals all his power, and then we just kind of wait out the unstoppable stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna let this one play out. It's a little bit long just because he keeps going debuff immune. Hulkbuster's fun. Not the most ideal combination for the node, but he does work. Yeah, I'll see you at the next fight. We've gotta love that heavy spam. Alright, we're getting close to the end. Hulkbuster's doing the job. You know, Rhino can kind of be annoying. It's nice that Hulkbuster was a extra large champ, so there's less chance for him to go unblockable on his unstoppable dashes. And next we're going to go up to this Black Widow, and we're going to use Warlock, I believe. Yeah, Warlock. And he's just going to smash pretty easily, get the infection up, get very easy power control. Gonna block the regen, gonna get some degen for blocking that with the power drain that's associated with it. And yeah, we're gonna lock her in pretty easily. Just need to be aware of those evades, like right there, and hopefully she doesn't smack you for it. Got a 9k crit on the heavy. Got another one, getting some nice bleed damage. Got another one. Yeah, Warlock, man, he's a lot of fun. He is a lot of fun. Just the nice thing with Warlock on this lane is if they do aggression regen, it will just start power controlling them, which is nice. And they'll never regen. They'll just get power drained. They'll get degened. Yeah, all good things. So here we go with another special 2. Was debuff immune at the start of that. And yeah, so it looks like the debuff immunity is probably just tied to the heal block with the specials when you activate that, not the infection. Although I don't think there will be a time in this fight where the infection wears off. No, there it does wear off there. It doesn't go debuff immune, so there's the answer. It's only the heal block that is associated with the special attacks or any of your regular abilities like DocOc can do. He can put on a regular heal block. So you can see that heal block's going around, and when it falls off, she's gonna go debuff immune. So just be aware of that. Almost down. Do a little draft back intercept into a special 2, and I think this just about does it. Not quite. Power Sting got her. There we go. So yeah, Warlock, fun tech champ to play. And next up, we're gonna go up against Apocalypse, and I believe I'm gonna bring in Warlock again for this one. I do like to use Guillotine 2099 a lot with going up against Apocalypse, but I'm saving her for the boss. And Apocalypse will go bleed immune in just a bit, so I'm just going to try to get as many bleeds as I can before he goes immune. And there he goes. He's now fully immune to bleed, so heavies will just crit but not get the extra damage. And then we're just going to block Dex. That's the safest way to deal with his special 1, I feel. There is you can Dex, block Dex. I just need to get that practice more on that, but I feel like I mess up too much on that. We are getting the power control when those regens are up, and I think I'm going to play around with that a lot more to where I just back off a little bit, let him get power drained. Got infection up, so he's not healing. He's just going to get power drained, and then I can smash him, get him close to a special 1, and then block a few times, let him degen and power drain, and then go back at it. So that's just going to be one way to control this fight to where Apocalypse doesn't throw too many specials, and you have to deal with that and potentially taking the extra block damage from the specials or getting clipped and getting like a weakness or something on you. So one way to go about this fight with that aggression regen makes it really simple. Just let him regen just a little bit, and that will power drain him. Yeah, so Warlock is probably one of the best solutions for this lane in general. If you have other champs that worked, I mean, I'm sure there's other tech champs that will do great. But you just, you know, if you're throwing more specials to get like heal blocks with like vision or something like that, then there's just more chance for Regen to come up with a debuff immunity if they go passive, stuff like that. And Warlock kind of is the whole package for this line, dealing with the aggression regen, the power control, getting the heal, you know, the permanent heal block. And yeah, if you can spam 2 specials fast enough, you can get the Fury, which I don't think I did in any of the fights. Probably, you know, it was like a 70% Fury bonus, so it's pretty nice. But yeah, Apocalypse almost gone. Block, Dex, and I think we're gonna finish them off here in just a second. We're gonna move on to the boss fight. And there we go. Alright, so we got all solos on the line, which is really, really nice. We got a full healthy team. We can swap out anybody that we want. And I can't remember who I swap out. If I swap out anybody, I think I might swap in... Do I swap in Morningstar for this cable? So he's got Surge Protector, so he's going to get a bunch of these power gain charges. And if you hit the defender, any of those charges that are on there are going to inflict some burst damage, so you do want to spam specials if possible. And every 15 seconds he's going to get a supercharged power gain. And he's got enhanced abilities, so he's going to get extra chance to get power gains and regens when he crosses a bar of power, or 2 bars of power, or 3 bars of power. He's got Vigorous Assault. If he triggers that regen, he's going to be fully unblockable, which is not ideal, especially with his special one. I used to be able to dex that thing in fullness, but when they updated it, I just never been able to get that down. And then this node does have aggressive on it, so he's going to be pretty aggressive. Instead of Morningstar to be an option for Guillotine to kind of boost up her degen damage, I just throw in Doom as like a backup, because Doom would be able to power control, drain him, put staggers on him to prevent the regens from coming or nullify the regen. So Doom would be a decent option for this. But charged up Guillotine 2099, you know, I don't know, maybe I felt like I got a little bit lucky with not getting many. I can't remember how many regens he got, but I think he gets a couple. But I'm able to power control him a ton with the special ones. You know, I don't have to worry about getting to special 3 or anything like that. I already got my charge. I'm going to do a bunch of heavies before I get him above a bar of power, because I want to be able to kind of have that there in the bank in case he does end up throwing a special one. Because if he does throw a special one, I'm going to get tagged by it. And so here I'm backing off. He's got that regen. He's gaining power. And now he gets the special 2. That's great. I want him to throw the special 2. That's easy to dex. And so here we go. We're going. He gets another regen. So he's going to be fully unblockable here. Kind of block. And there I get smacked. I do trigger my Sig ability because I didn't have enough combo shield for that. Now he's got 2 regens. He's getting a bunch of power gains. And he gets the special 3. I get to my special 1 with a nice little intercept there at the end. And he goes back to special 2. This dude is gaining power like crazy. Get an intercept there. Trying to extend our combo. And then boom. We lose our 100 combo. But that's okay. We're just going to keep trying to control this dude with special ones. We're going to be blocking to make sure that he doesn't throw the special one, because when I get him with the power drain with them at 3 bars, he goes straight under 2 bars. But man, he just keeps getting a ton of power. I do get lucky here. Bait out the heavy. It's blocking. Blocking sometimes is just your friend. There, he hasn't regened in a while, and right when I say that, he regens. I get hit again. I'm gonna back off. I trigger my regen. So this isn't looking too great. Yeah, we're gonna keep power controlling this guy as much as possible, and then just hope that he doesn't regen as much. So guillotine, she's probably not the most like ideal counter in general for this node, but you can see she does work. There was a bit of regen in this fight. I did get all the way down. I lost my combo. I triggered my regen. Yeah, we end up getting the solo on this one. But lots of power gain. Lots and lots of power gain. Yeah, as long as he's not triggering that regen, I kind of just dash back, block, dex. That's the plan. Try to push him all the way up to special 3, special 1, drain him, and just kind of rinse and repeat, and we get the solo. So Guillotine 2099 works. Hopefully this kind of gave you a little preview, a little bit help of what you can do for your line. Warlock, he's awesome. But yeah, thanks for watching, fellas. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.